It is 4:30 p.m. The sun is already starting to set in the south. It's getting dark, temperature's dropping, lizards are hiding underground. So why are we just now starting the video, you ask? That's a very good question. Running a business is more than just what the business does, by a lot. In fact, I came in today and I've been on the phone, on the computer, doing paperwork, ordering parts, doing all these different things for the stuff that's going on here and will go on, and has taken me to 4:30 p.m. So I'm just now starting to get to work, but Josue's been busy, creating.
Yeah, masterpiece.
A masterpiece. He got to weld at work. He got to cut some metal. He got to bend some stuff. He's been arts and crafting over here. Heavy. Look at all these things. He's got an apron, like a butcher or something. Look at this thing. This is the trans mount for the truck. This was his idea. It started out as a sheet of cardboard. He built his prototype from his mind. Look at that. That's version 1. That's how it started. And then what happened with version 2? Then there's version 2. It's just a rectangle with lines. The IS. So we talked about what we talked about yesterday. And I've been looking for solutions, and I found them. But the issue is, in order for me to get a proper solution for what this stupid nonsense is, it requires 1 week worth of waiting, because that's how long it's going to take to order it and get it shipped, which I'm not too happy about, because that means that this car is coming with us into 2026. Surprise. Nothing we can do about it. There's no way around it. I already spoke to the customer. He's aware. He knows. So it is what it is. But all of this crap is going to get fixed. It's going to get routed properly. It's going to be mounted properly as well. Also got the piece that's going to fix our fuel line situation. So because this line runs all the way to the back of the car, I'm not going to undo that. Instead, I can adapt it properly with this fitting here. It's a 3/8 to 5/16 brass barb adapter. So what's going to happen is the 3/8 side will go inside of the 3/8 line, and the 5/16 side will go on the 5/16 side, and this will adapt both the lines properly and without any fuss. So this is legal, and given the circumstance, it's kind of it. But this is going to be fixed here. Fuel line zip tied to our brake master is not ideal scenario. Since the heat is off of this car now, we can pretty much, I don't know, reprioritize. Chase's car is here, so this needs to be fixed like right away. So we're shifting priority. Yeah. So I need to figure out basically what the hell with this. All I know is what the main problem is that the ECU is not getting power. So I'm going to start there and see where it takes me. We got ourselves a creation here. Josue made this bracket wonderfully. We have the I forget the name of the company, but we have that direct mount shifter. So it's going to go right there where that black thing is, and it's going to, look at that, comes out basically in a factory location. It's perfect. Motor is in place. It's floating, you know, right where it is. You can see the amount of space in the tunnel on this side. On the other side, not so much. But we got it down as low as we could. So there is an air gap, essentially. Just a sliver of light between the oil pan and the subframe. We are tucked in as much as we can. So it's going to fit under the stock hood just fine. So now that we're here, next thing we have to do is take it all back out. We're not going to do that just yet, or for a while, really. But the next move is to take it all out and then finalize, dress up for the mounts, for the motor mounts and the trans mount. Finish with the clearancing in the tunnel so that it fits just a little bit better. We have some stuff to do with the oil pan. We have to take the head off and do some stuff with the head gasket, put the head studs in. There's a whole slew of things that we still need to do on this. But this was the hardest part. So now everything after this is just nuts and bolts, fitting things, making everything make sense. We are doing electric AC on this, so that's exciting. It's going to be my first one. While there is great news on the truck, not so great news with the Z. I am troubleshooting the hell out of this thing. I found the problem, but the difficulty I'm having now is making it make sense. So the ECU is not getting power. That's it. Checking everything that, at least according to the diagram, relates to all of that, I'm not seeing it. I'm not finding the problem. It's not there. I really don't know, but what I do know is that switched power is not making it here. Constant is, but switched is not. So checking it, of course, here there's nothing. Checking it here, there's nothing. So that would eliminate, basically that whole circuit there. Then I checked what they call the ECCS relay, otherwise known as the EGI relay. I checked that, and we have 3 powers. And when I jump it, because it really doesn't click when you put it in, as if it's being activated. And of course I swapped it with another one that does work. Anyway, I jumped it, and even with jumping it, it still doesn't work. I've been chasing wires, I've been looking at the diagram, and going back and forth, I'm doing all the different things. So I'm not entirely sure what the issue is, but I'm gonna keep pushing through it. I'll find it. Have to find it. It can only, it's somewhere. Jason's car is getting the better of me. I don't entirely know what the hell is going on. I've been through this thing a bazillion times. I'm checking a bunch of stuff. Nothing is making sense. I'm not entirely sure what the issue is. But tomorrow's a new day, and I did everything today that didn't work, which means now the list of things that will work is that much bigger, I guess. While I was doing that, Josue was working on the IS, getting the brake line situation sorted out, and it's bad. It's actually worse than the initial evaluation because some of these lines are not in the correct location to begin with. Like you can see this one, for example. It's stretched because it's too short, but the one right next to it is super loose because it's too long. So those 2 lines need to be switched. Then the wiring situation here for the starter, I'm sure you can use your imagination and figure out what's under that. So that needs to be fixed too. So tomorrow I'm going to press on with the Z. The DA is going home, which is super cool. It's 1 less car. The IS, obviously you know that this is staying, but Josue is going to continue on with this, doing the brake line stuff while I suffer and hurt myself over here. It would have been nice to be able to get a head start on the FD, but that's just not going to happen. So we extra have to work hard on this to get all of that stuff into this car and this thing set up, tuned, the whole 9 in a week. So that is going to be intense. But better news, the truck is finished. This phase of work anyway is done on the truck. So everything is mounted in there. We're going to leave it just like that until we go back to it, which involves removing all of the pieces and parts out of it and doing things to pretty much everything and then putting it all back. Also a tremendous amount of work. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Ideally, we're going to have a beautiful Friday with this car running and driving under its own power because I will have figured out what the hell. There's only but so many things it could be at this point since I've been failing all day. The pressure builds. All right, see you guys tomorrow.